Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of 90 Night Podcast. How are you doing today, Amy?
Well, it's 3:30 in the morning, so I'm not doing great.
It is. We're probably slightly slap happy right now.
Very.
So,
There's a 10-minute intro of just us laughing the whole time.
yeah, basically. Actually, it was like almost 13 minutes.
Okay, that's even worse.
But,
What are we doing today?
well, we are going to talk about our favorite things.
Awesome.
And we are also going to play a little game of Smash or Pass. So, would you like to dive into one of your favorite things?
I'm going to keep this more broad
Okay.
than last time. Last time I said I was mildly obsessed with BTS, and while that's completely inaccurate and my obsession is borderline life-altering, I would say one of my biggest obsessions in general is just K-pop music. As a whole, I love BTS, but I also love Tomorrow by Together and ENHYPEN. Even though they're all babies, like some of them could be my kids.
Yeah.
They're so young. It's insane. But yeah, K-pop. It's a newfound love of mine.
Yeah.
What about yours? Besides me.
Right. So I'm going to say my favorite would be just true crime.
Any true crime? Like, do you watch it on the TV?
Yeah. I mean, mostly YouTube, podcasts. You know, Crime Junkies is one of my favorites.
What's Crime Junkies? Oh, the podcast.
The podcast,
of
Crime
course.
Junkies. Yes.
How
love
could I
that.
forget?
And yeah, I love true crime on YouTube.
You're actually the one you got me into Bailey Sarian.
Yeah. I was just gonna say we both watch her.
I used to.
Yeah.
It gets scary for me.
Yeah.
I'm a big pansy.
Sometimes it can get dark, but I don't know. I'm just very fascinated by true crime and learning about all of it.
You should have been like a forensic person.
Yeah, I think I mean, I really wouldn't want to be in law enforcement because that kind of scares me a little bit. But like, I think it would be also kind of cool to be like a private investigator.
A PI.
Yeah, like Veronica Mars.
Oh my gosh.
I used to be obsessed.
We're showing our age.
Yeah.
Yeah, her sidekick.
Oh,
we lived for a sidekick and neither of us got one.
I know.
We had the fucking razor phone.
So jealous of anybody who ever had
my sister had one.
Sidekick.
You know, in that Nelly and Kelly Rowland dilemma,
yes,
and she's typing into like word text or something, and she's waiting for him to text back. Yeah. I did that. I didn't know how to text, and so I opened a Word document and typed in that.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. How embarrassing. Let's see. So my second favorite thing, and so I'm really trying to not go in like any specific order, but K-pop does pretty much rule my life right now. But my second favorite thing is my child. I don't have friends, as you know. And Henry and I usually, I mean, he's seriously, I've told you this before, but he's seriously the funniest person I know. I think he gets that from me. I'm tooting my own horn.
Right.
But he is seriously hysterical. And he's just, now that he's becoming his own person, he's so much fun to hang out with. And I know it won't always be like that, but I'm really enjoying it while he's still fun and young and loves me and thinks I'm the coolest person he knows.
Yeah, but also not.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're the coolest, but you also don't know anything.
That's true. He does seem to think that I don't know anything. He doesn't believe me. So Google is big in our home.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, not in a certain order, but I do make Henry also listen to a lot of K-pop. He has been notorious for drawing pictures for school and putting the words BTS on there. Yeah. That's happened twice that he's turned in an assignment that said BTS.
That's hilarious.
Remember that picture I sent you where he wrote butter?
Oh, yeah.
When butter came out? I
Yeah.
was listening to it all the time, and he wrote butter on a piece of paper.
Yeah. He's going to go to school next year and be like, hey, guys, have you ever heard of BTS?
I hope so. That would be my proudest moment.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Maybe you can have like a BTS party.
I always would you come?
I mean, I
Okay.
guess.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, it depends. But maybe.
On what?
Well, I don't know.
When it is?
Yeah,
How many people are going to be
I
there?
might be busy that day.
You'll be sick.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I guess going off of your
You're gonna
note,
steal my idea.
yes. Well, I mean, I think everybody's
No, not
favorite.
everybody's favorite thing is their kids.
Well, kids / family.
Ugh.
I mean,
Your favorite thing is your family?
yeah. It's like my top favorite and my top priority.
Gross. I don't understand that. I mean, I know I did just go on talking about my son, but he and I are our own little family.
Right. Well, I mean, technically that's a family.
Yeah, it is.
So your family is also your top favorite and top priority.
So let's prioritize all the people in your life. Number 1 is me.
Sure.
No, I don't know. It's so weird to me because watching you turn into an incredible stepmom, it's something even I still don't even know if I could do.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. And I think that to me, like when I first met him and, you know, thinking about like possibly being a stepmom, like it seemed really weird to me. And like,
For sure.
you know, and
Well, how old were you when you guys got together? Like 22?
23, I think.
23.
Yeah.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And, you know, the kids were still pretty little.
They were so. How old was Caleb?
He was 4.
And
So
he's almost, or he just
he
turned.
just turned 14.
14.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really weird, like stepping into that kind of.
And let me just note
position.
that these boys, there's 3 of them. They have, I mean, as far as I know, they have like never disrespected you.
I mean, yeah, not.
When I think of teenagers, like I am deathly terrified of Henry turning into a teenager.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried he's going to tell me he hates me all the time.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I don't know if that's like actually a thing or if that's just like a movie thing, you know.
That's true.
But I mean, yeah, like I think it was like a little bit rough, like in the beginning, you know, kind of like because you have to step into that like role and, you know, finding a balance of like, is this my position to step in and say
Right.
like, hey, don't do that or whatever it is.
Right. What's appropriate?
Yeah, like that's kind of hard to figure out, but like I think now it's, you know, it's pretty easy.
I think step parents are so fucking cool. Like, I mean, obviously you've heard terrible stories about them, but
yeah,
overall, I think it's just so cool that you get another parent to love, providing they're, you know, they care about you and take care of you and love you. But
yeah,
I just think it's such a cool concept, but one that I just can't wrap my head around.
yeah. And I think it is hard, like when you're not in that situation, like to think about it. But then I think when you know, when you get into a situation like that and it's something that you want, like it just, you know, it kind of like takes some time, but then it flows. And
Right.
and I think we're kind of lucky because we do have a pretty good co-parenting relationship with
Their mom.
Yeah. And their stepdad.
That is a huge thing.
Yeah. So it seems to work well for us.
So your other favorite thing is your family.
Yes.
Adorable and disgusting.
Yeah.
What's another one of my favorite things? So I mentioned in the last episode that I loved writing, and My biggest goal in life is I'm pretty sure you know this, obviously to write a book.
Yeah.
But I want it to be a memoir. For those who know me, know I struggle with mental health and a pretty chaotic life that we will definitely touch on more. But um, I've when I was going through really hard times, I would read memoirs of other, specifically women who have struggled through their lives with mental health and other issues, and I just got so empowered by them. Of course, by the end of the book, they were married and they had kids or they were successful in their careers, and I obviously have none of that. So I can't write my memoir till I have my life together. But that is my end goal, and that is why I love to write. I love to take notes and think about things that I think molded me into where I am today, this chaotic mess that I am.
Yeah.
So
Well, you could start your memoir now,
girlfriend,
and then
how many notes do you think I got?
well, you could start like actually writing it and just write it up to the point where you're at and then write it as you go.
Ooh, like a diary entry.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
That would be a big ass book.
Yeah.
Like 30 years of
Yeah.
information that no one wants to read.
Some people would want to read it.
Yeah, so writing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I talked about crime last time, but also I just love just podcasts in general. And that's the reason Amy was actually the one that brought up the idea of doing a podcast
Listen,
together.
I have been begging this woman to do something with me for years.
Well, yeah, and then as soon as she said podcast, I'm like,
I just had a dream that we had a podcast, and I woke up and I was like, oh, we should do a podcast. But I must admit, Corinne has sent me a couple of podcasts. I've never listened to them. I've listened to one as a reference for what our podcast would be like. But
what one?
The girl with the elbow, and I made the broken arm
yeah, but
comment.
you didn't even finish that.
I didn't finish that. I'm so sorry.
But that's one of my favorites, the Mile Higher podcast.
All right, shout out to them.
Yeah. And Kendall Ray also does crime videos
Oh, does she?
on her YouTube channel. Yeah.
Love you too.
But that's one of my favorites. And then the H3 podcast is one of my favorites. And the Frenemies podcast was one of my favorites, except they broke up. So
no, neither of us are getting the 5%.
I'm getting the 5%.
She's getting a penny extra.
But that is one of my favorite things to do now is listen to podcasts.
I have such an ADD mind that I cannot listen to a podcast.
Yeah, I used to have a really hard time listening to podcasts, and I used to try so hard. And then I think it really started with Mile Higher. And like I started watching them a lot. Like I watched them on YouTube though, and then like I heard about Crime Junkie, and then I got into Crime Junkie like with just audio, no
What's your favorite show?
visual, yeah. And then I just kind of like
went from there.
Yeah. So like you said, like you've been like saying like let's do something or other. And then when you're like a podcast, I'm like, well shit, I love podcasts. So like that would be awesome.
And we do know how to talk to each other.
Yeah. For the most part.
What's another? Well, speaking of YouTube, I was going to say that was one of my favorite things. And
yeah,
it really goes back to K-pop because I think that's like, well, I mean, I have weird obsessions and my YouTube history would definitely show that. I can't explain it. But last summer, I was obsessed with watching roller coaster videos.
Yes.
Until they started to make me sick. And then also last summer and the summer before that, I was obsessed with sim videos.
Yeah.
Just.
Which I kind of get. I mean, the roller coaster, I don't get.
I don't get it.
But I get The Sims because The Sims is awesome. And
it is a great game. But the people that do it are hilarious. But I have since taken a step back from the sim community.
And taking a step into the BTS community.
Into anything K-pop, yes.
Yeah.
But YouTube is Honestly, my favorite things on there are fan-made compilations. Like I said, the only true crime thing I'll watch is BuzzFeed Unsolved,
Yeah.
because I love Ryan and Shane. They are hilarious. I think you should watch them. They
Yeah.
are so funny. But fans will make compilations of people, and it's absolutely hysterical. I don't know. I spend way too much time on YouTube. And since you kicked me off of your YouTube Premium, I had to buy my own the last year.
Do you remember when you were obsessed with just watching the BuzzFeed Unsolved compilation and the Rhett and Link compilations?
Oh my God, Rhett and Link. How did I not bring them up?
Yeah.
Good Mythical Morning. Oh my God.
You watched those compilations like
Okay, so Good Mythical Morning holds a very special place in my heart because I found them at a really dark time in my life. And they're just so relatable and crazy and kind of stupid that it's hard not to relate to them. But yeah, under YouTube would definitely be Rhett and Link. Their compilation's hysterical. Um, Again, I just think anyone that can put together something so hysterical. Now I'm into Markiplier and Ethan something Crank Gameplays. I've sent you him before, but they had Unis Honest. Remember, I sent that to you, and I was like, "It looks like Unis Anus." That's how
oh
I thought
yeah.
you pronounced it. Was Unis Honest? But their compilation videos now are what I'm really into. But I was actually watching a Shane and Ryan BuzzFeed Unsolved compilation before we started taping this episode. I love it.
Yeah.
YouTube is great.
Yeah. Well, now I feel like for the most part you just watch because I feel like you got out of the Unsolved for a while.
I did, yeah, and then they started their new season back up.
Oh, okay.
It's their last one.
Oh.
They
Well,
left BuzzFeed.
I swear that you have probably watched like the same BTS
Any
episodes and like dance videos like
Okay,
1,000
for
times.
sure, all their dance videos.
Because you were watching the episodes and I asked you one time, I said, "How do you know if you've already watched them if you don't like them?"
I don't like videos. My son is notorious for liking videos, so my likes playlist is just Sonic music.
Sonic.
But I did like one because I wanted to watch it again, but then I keep forgetting. It'll have the red bar that shows you watched it
Yeah.
before, but it doesn't always.
But yeah, sometimes mine
So
doesn't
I'll
either.
literally rewatch any BTS video, regardless if I've seen it 100 times or not.
Yeah, that's why you should like them, so that way when you click on it, you're like, "Oh, I've seen this one before."
I
And go to
gotta
the
watch it
next one,
again. I have to
just in
watch it
case you
again.
missed something.
They are hilarious. We'll get more into that as well.
Yes.
Another favorite your thing.
So, I know one. TikTok. And Amy absolutely hates TikTok and for no good reason, really.
Okay, she thinks I hate it because it's like what all the cool kids are doing these days, but I really just hate it because it's so cringy.
And I mean, it is like it can be sometimes. There are some videos that you're
I
like,
feel like we're
"Ugh."
too old to be on that. Like we had Vine, Give This Generation,
No,
TikTok.
but see, everybody thinks that they're too old to be on TikTok, and like, I mean, there's like old people on it all of the time. And I feel like now that like my algorithm is like, for me, so I feel like most of the time, like I don't see like young kids just like dancing and stuff like that.
Right.
Like I see like mostly relevant stuff to me, but like there's
What would be relevant to you?
well, I mean, really anything because like
Exactly.
but there's
She does send some hysterical ones.
I do send some funny ones.
I'm not gonna lie, but she also sends one that my mouth is just open wide, and I'm like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Yeah. Well, sometimes I do that on purpose too.
That's so rude.
Because you can find like ones that are just like
That guy
what the
that
fuck?
called the ambulance.
Yeah.
Need my address and shit.
Like you can find like hilarious ones, like heartfelt ones, like sad ones, like just everything. And I do think that I mean there is with any social media there's like bad that comes with it, but I also think that there is a lot of good that comes with it because I have seen a lot of people like do fundraising, for
On
different.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Hmm. You know
So
what my algorithm is full of?
what?
Therapists trying to help me.
Yeah.
What do you think that means?
Well, I don't think you've watched it long enough to really like get your algorithm like.
But it does usually suit me.
Yeah.
I'll usually send it to you and be like, do I have this? Is this me? Are they talking directly to me?
Yeah, they might be.
There are some, TikTok is a great time waster.
Oh, for sure.
If you're just trying to like waste a couple hours, TikTok is the way to go.
Yeah.
But I will spend that time on YouTube. Thank you and good night.
Yeah.
So she wrote down her favorites. I didn't because I know what my favorites are. I so seldomly enjoy life that I only have a couple favorites. But my next favorite thing is my 20-year-old Jack Russell named Yoshi. He is blind and deaf. He's kind of mean. Isn't he?
Yeah.
But he is the sweetest baby, and he just had his 20th birthday in June. I have no idea how he's still alive.
I know.
I adopted him when we thought he was 3 or 4, and then we were moving to Germany, and he had a chip in him, and we found out at that age he was 10. Is that right? And that was, what year was that? 2014. Was he 10? I can't remember, but he was a lot older than we thought he was.
Yeah.
And now he just sleeps and eats and just waits for his next meal and his next nap. Henry is obsessed with him, even though Yoshi does not like cuddles, doesn't give kisses.
Yeah.
Not a loving kind of dog. He'll just follow you around if he likes you, which he's been kind of mad at me because I left for a couple of months. And today when I took a shower, he was sleeping outside the bathroom door waiting for me to come out.
Really?
So Yoshi, you the real MVP. I love you. Don't die.
Yeah.
Just never die.
Never.
Always live.
Yes.
Thank you. And good night.
So I did make a kind of a scrambled list.
It's the Virgo.
Yeah. So another one of my favorites is online shopping, which I really think that that's kind of like everybody almost. I mean, who doesn't love to online shop?
I wasn't a huge fan of it until you introduced me to what I say is Shein.
Oh yeah, and I say Shein, but literally love Shein.
Shein.
But you do too.
I do. I bought some terrible outfits from there, and I bought some fantastic outfits from there.
Same.
You bought terrible outfits from there?
I mean, yeah, I've bought things that
Did you not send me pictures of them? Because I sent you a picture of me in that plaid dress, and honestly, that's probably the worst picture of me ever. I seriously look like a busted can of biscuits.
I mean, yeah, I've bought things that are like, ugh.
Yeah, but were they that bad?
I mean, yeah, I bought things that
pretty low standards of herself. So what she might think is ugh isn't actually that bad.
It would be definitely ugh.
I mean, you love Amazon.
I do.
Do you have a Prime membership?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Is there a Prime package out there right now?
Yeah.
Is that for you?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Okay. When I came in, that was the first thing I saw, and I was like, oh, she's up to her old antics.
No, but
did you know Amazon delivery drivers don't get a discount at Amazon?
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
That's messed up.
Yeah.
They really should.
Mm-hmm. At least like a free Prime membership.
Yeah. At the very least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I paid for it too, but the last thing I bought was caffeine pills that didn't do shit. Another one of you gotta give these.
Yeah, well, I like them. But it's so weird because caffeine, she can't even drink coffee in the evening time or she'll be up for the next 20 hours.
Okay, just for proof, I drank a coffee at 8:30 yesterday.
Yeah,
8:30. Okay, I drank at 8:30. What is it? It's 4:30 in the morning now. And look, I'm still awake.
I know.
And you know I'm a sleepy bitch.
You are.
I gotta have my sleep. And I'm good to go. So caffeine does affect you the older you get. You never drank your Bang.
Oh, yeah.
Here's this 16-year-old bitch out here drinking energy drinks with her stepkids, getting lit.
Well, I never used to like energy drinks.
She still doesn't like Red Bull.
Because I hate the taste of an actual energy drink.
Get a flavored one.
Because, well, yeah, and the Bangs are actually pretty good because they don't have that taste to it. The reason why I don't like energy drinks is because of Sparks. If anyone remembers Sparks, I don't even think that they make it anymore.
They shouldn't.
I have no idea, but it was
Sparks was an
disgusting.
alcoholic drink with an energy drink.
Yes.
Before the Four Locos came out a couple years ago and like everyone was dying on those.
Yeah.
Sparks was the OG. And
it was terrible.
When you're young and can't afford much liquor, you just say, pick me up a Sparks.
Yeah.
Well, first it's like my card lemonade.
Yeah.
It's the hard stuff.
Boone's Farm.
That's some good wine though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like
right.
No alcohol.
Isn't it?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's technically like a wine cooler, so
okay.
I don't know. Makes sense. Don't quote me on that.
So for our next segment, we are going to do Smash or Pass, which is something I am actually pretty excited about.
Are you?
In all our years, we've never really discussed anyone.
Our smashes or passes?
Yeah. I think when we were younger, we had a lot of them.
Well, like
yours was Eminem always.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to do it at 32 years old.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay. So the first person that I have on my list is Tom Hanks.
That is a great one. Smash, smash, smash.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
I love older men.
Yeah.
He is hot.
I mean, I would say that he's handsome, but yeah, I don't think I would smash because I just think, I don't know.
You would pass?
Yeah, I think I would pass.
He's on your list, but you would pass?
Yeah.
Oh, I put on my list only people that I would smash. Oh. I mean, I'll smash anyone for a good time, but Tom Hanks, you would not smash.
No, I think I'd pass.
Okay. So my number one, smash or pass.
Okay.
And I basically, like I said, these are all people I would smash.
Okay.
But I really was wondering if you would.
Okay.
Okay. So first on the list is none other than Min-Yoongi.
Okay.
AKA Suga.
Okay.
AKA, you know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes, and I'm not surprised at all that
number one, baby.
Made your list.
The top of my list.
Yeah. So obviously we know that you would smash.
For sure.
And I don't really know. I don't really know if I would or not, just because I don't really watch them like you do. So
unless I make you watch.
Right. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to pass on that.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
You'd have to learn a whole new language just to smash.
That is also true.
That's a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my next name is Zac Efron.
Too pretty.
Okay. Before, yes.
Before what?
Before, but
I thought you meant like when he was in like High School Musical.
Yeah.
You would have smashed him then?
No, I'm saying he was too pretty, like in his younger.
You don't think he's still too pretty?
No, not anymore.
Maybe I haven't seen him recently.
The Greatest Showman, which I should have listed on my favorite things because I love The Greatest Showman, but he
still looks way too pretty.
Oh my gosh.
You would smash?
Yeah.
I would pass. I would be like so self-conscious being naked around this man.
Okay, well, yeah, but we're not really like
But if
we're
I'm
not
gonna smash, I have to think about that.
we're not factoring that part in.
So we're smashing with our clothes on.
We're just not factoring.
Even funner. I love it.
Okay.
Okay. My next one is Ryan Reynolds.
I almost put him on my list.
But would you smash?
No, I would pass.
Why?
Because I don't really like the movies he plays in.
You don't like Deadpool?
No.
That was hilarious.
No.
I actually haven't seen the second one, but the first one's really hysterical.
Yeah, I did not like it.
So this is when you guys find out Corinne has terrible taste in
anything.
anything.
I just like it was Marvel, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't get where they were going with that movie. It doesn't make sense to me in the whole scheme of
how straightforward does
Marvel.
it have to be for he has cancer?
I'm talking about like the premise of the movie, and like Marvel movies are usually pretty like family friendly. They all go with, the same kind of theme, and then they just like straight off and they were like, oh, hey, which, I don't really watch any movies like that, like superhero movies. So I could be completely wrong. They could have other movies like that too, I guess. I don't know. I just don't really like his movies.
So you would pass?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let Blake Lively know.
Yeah, please do. Okay, so my next one on my list is David Schwimmer.
Ross?
Yes, Ross.
No one would fuck Ross. Ross wouldn't fuck Ross.
Well, you love Friends.
I do love Friends.
Maybe
Ross is the worst one. He's such a whiny bitch. No, I would pass because regardless of how great a person David Schwimmer is,
you have to say like Schwimmer.
Regardless of how great of a person David Schwimmer is, I would just call him Ross.
Yeah.
And that doesn't tickle my pickle.
No. I mean, I would pass as well. That was just kind of like
this is genius to put people that you wouldn't see.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm just a whore. I'm just a whore and think of only people I would smash. So my next person is Link Neal.
Okay. I'm trying to think which one's which.
Rhett's got the beard. Link's got the glasses.
And the gray hair?
Yes.
So I think I would probably say the reverse. Wait, hold on. I'm going to Google him really quick.
Okay.
Which one did you say? You said Link?
Yes. Neal.
Link Neal. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking of the right one.
Okay.
So I guess I would say Smash.
Yeah. He is too cute, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's cuter than the other one.
Hey, don't be rude to Rhett.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Kind of gal?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. So my next one is Kanye West.
Oh. Kanye West, Jesus Walks.
Yeah, that's
what. Yes,
that's what I was going to say.
Through the Wire.
Early 2000s.
What's
Kanye
the one
West.
What's the one where they're at the airport?
All Falls Down.
All Falls Down.
Yes,
that
classic.
Kanye. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
2021 Kanye. Absolutely not.
Right. I completely agree with that.
It sucks that he sucks.
I just think he's got a lot of
ish.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going on.
I mean, if you're married to a Kardashian, you would too. Yeah. And that's how I feel about that family. My next one is PewDiePie.
I almost put him on my list.
Love.
Definitely Smash.
Yes, we have talked about this before.
Yeah.
Kren's not very vocal about men that she is physically attracted to. But a common ground we had was PewDiePie.
Yeah, so we talked about PewDiePie.
He is beautiful and hilarious. Yeah, who wouldn't smash?
Yeah. His accent.
Let me know who wouldn't smash.
Yeah. Love PewDiePie. Okay. Now, this last one, you're not going to know. And you said I wouldn't know some people on your list.
I changed.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't think you'd know which one Suga was, regardless of the fact that I've sent you him thousands of times.
Okay. Well, so I'm going to have to like show you pictures of him. But it's his name is Manny Montana, and he plays Rio on the show Good Girls, which
is this the bad guy that we talked about?
Yes. Have I showed you that before?
Yes. Because I know.
What?
Yes.
I think you would really have to like see his character. No. I think you would really have to like see his character play out like on the show, because like to just look at him, like you don't really get a feel of like what his character is. But it's like a big thing, like on TikTok, like I see people post about him all the time. Like I saw this one guy make a video and he said, my wife said she really loves the show Good Girls and I don't like it. And I asked her why she liked it, and she was like, it has a really good plot. And then he was like, this is the plot. And then
it was him?
Yeah, put up a bunch of pictures of Rio.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's like a thing in the Good Girls community.
Let's binge watch Good Girls sometime.
Love that show.
Do you? Is it still going?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the season, can't remember what season it's on right now. 3, 4?
Okay, my last one's going to throw you for a loop.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you handle?
Yeah.
Hayley Williams.
Pass. Because even when we were younger, you were obsessed with her and I always hated Paramore.
You can't see, but I'm giving her a very shocked look. Who can hate Paramore?
I never liked Paramore.
Oh my God. You just didn't have that angst like she did.
I guess not. I liked Avril Lavigne.
Now I'm giving her a disgusted look.
No, I did, but I didn't really like her that much. But I was just never into Paramore. Like, they just didn't
do anything for you.
Yeah.
She wasn't an emo.
I mean, I liked some emo music. You weren't either. You were a poser.
That's true. I was. But I do still love a good emo song.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't?
That's true.
Yeah.
Slit my wrists and black my eyes.
Remember My Chemical Romance?
Yes.
I remember watching that when MTV played music.
What's MTV?
Exactly. So, I guess, unless you have anything else to add to our Smash or Pass,
I just think.
Did you just add random people to your list?
I think this episode is just showing how much of a hussy I am. That there's not very many people I won't sleep with. The main one being one that slept with a Kardashian. Pretty much, that's my only red flag.
Stipulation.
Yes,
Yeah.
You can't have been with a Kardashian.
Yeah.
Other than that, age, gender doesn't matter.
Yeah. Everyone welcome.
I'm gonna put that above my vagina. Everyone's welcome.
Get a tattoo. No, and then put no regrets. It's a classic.
John Bovey.
Yeah, John Bovey.
If you ever look through funny pictures, you'll know what we're talking about. But
yes,
until then, we just sound like we're high.
John Bovey.
John Bovey,
my
baby.
life.
It is my life.
It really is.
This is my life. And it is now 4:46 in the morning.
It is.
And you've got a 5-year-old that's awake now.
I know.
How fun.
Very.
Anyway, thank you for listening. We hope to see you next week. Nighty night.